Gifty, and I'm super excited to start this YouTube channel because I've wanted to do it for so long. And this channel is going to speak about all things education. So if you're an aspiring teacher or you're a teacher and you're looking for some resources, some tips on how to be an effective teacher in your classroom, this page is going to help you a lot, because I'm going to be sharing all the gems that I have with the experience that I have had with teaching. At the moment, it's my first year of teaching, and also my internship experiences when I was in school aspiring to be a teacher. As my first video, I really want to speak about how we can create a positive relationship with our students. It's such an important aspect of teaching that sometimes we forget that we have to do. So I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips of how to create a really positive relationship with your students, and this can actually help and improve your academic performances. Tip number 1. It's super important to be enthusiastic as a teacher. If you're going to be dull in your classroom, not so excited about what you're teaching your students are not going to be excited about what they're learning as well. So when I go into the classroom, I'm trying to be I'm being super enthusiastic about what I'm teaching my students, and then they get excited about what we're learning. For example, last week I had to teach my students how to do bust-up method in division, and they were kind of feeling discouraged about it, I guess from their past experiences, but I try to make it super fun for them and try to make it very engaging for them, and they got more excited about it, and as they were learning it, their mind was open to receive the information that was going on. So as a teacher, it's super important to be enthusiastic and happy and excited about the lesson, and as you're doing that, you're creating such a positive relationship with your students, and it goes such a long way in their education experiences in your classroom. Tip number 2, it is super important to know your students' interests. Your students come from diverse backgrounds all the way into one classroom, which happens to be your classroom or my classroom, and it's super important to understand where they're coming from. Let's say, for example, your student's interested in dinosaurs or robots and things like that. It's so beneficial to add those aspects into your education curriculum and get them excited about their learning. Let's say, for example, if you want to teach your students about word problems and one of your students loves princess, so incorporate the aspect of princess or dinosaurs and things in their work and watch them be so excited about what they're learning. And as you know their interests and you get to know them more, you're able to know what each student needs, and you're able to fulfill your assignment in your classroom as a teacher. Tip number 3, as much as it's important for you to understand your children's or your students' interests, it's important to also share yours as well. Your students want to get to know you, they're curious about you, you're the teacher, you're the role model, the leader in the classroom. They also want to know who you are. So what I do with my students, sometimes I find a lesson that I'm teaching them, I can relate it to my personal life, what's going on at home, I share with them, and they are just so blank in the sense that they're just so curious of what I have to say about myself. So as much as you're learning about them and what they're interested in, also share what you like, and you're creating such a two-way connection with your students, which can go such a long run in your relationship with your students and how they perceive their education in your classroom. Tip number 5. Last one, but also super duper important, is go that extra mile with your students. Your students come from diverse backgrounds, as I said before, and they are going through various things that you may know about or you may not know about. But the things you do know about them is, let's say they're going through a challenging time at home, take the time to speak to them about it, or make sure they're okay. Have secret codes with them, so they need that extra time to just de-stress or be alone and read a book quietly before they get into the work. Allow that to happen in your classroom, because the more you are trying to understand them and going that extra mile with them, the more they know that you care about them and they also care about you, and you just create an awesome community in your classroom that can go such a long run in their education experiences and has your experience as a teacher as well. And so I believe create a positive relationship with your students. I'm trying them at my school. It's working out for me. I have a great relationship with my students, and as the days pass, I'm creating more great relationships with my students. So if you have any questions or you want more videos on any topics that you want, please don't hesitate to email me, message me on Instagram or anything. And please subscribe, share this video with other teachers that you know that it might help them in their walk as a teacher. See you soon. Bye. Thank you for tuning in.